We are meeting here because of the Climate Smart Forum. Most of us are startups, most of us are in agri-tech, most of us are in clean energy. But these are some of the innovation sensitivity areas for you guys coming from the different industries that you're coming from. You need to focus on resilience, you need to focus on revenue, waste reduction, climate adaptation, and inclusive innovations. You're in agri-tech, so you need to start thinking about the programming language for your solution. Is it addressing, is it going to be redundant, or you need to use a language that is going to be integratable to the different APIs? You need that. You need to understand the uptime and the downtime for the app, so you look at the right infrastructure to build your platform from. You need to look at which platforms are available.
My name is Keith Kahiu. I am a partner at Pivot Hive Consulting. Basically, Pivot Hive is an SME enabler, and we also like to believe that we are a management consulting company.
One of the products that we have, which we are rolling out very soon, which is called Hiduka. One of the biggest problems that we're trying to solve within the youth unemployment rate and just elevating the experience about the retailer within their spaces is, can you be able to log into a platform and know what you need to do from a budget point of view? So if you have 50,000 shillings, can you look from within your area and know which business to start, which is the most profitable business, which are the goods that are actually moving within your product? So we have an ML function that be able to aggregate all this, and we're able to customize the data to your own needs.
Part of a team called Mzizi, we are digitizing the potato value chain. We are providing a one-stop shop and serving the missing middle, because we realize there are a lot of agri players that are all over the place. So we want to provide something very value chain specific. We're in communication with different types of partners in the potato value chain. We have access to over 2,000 farmers already that we want to make sure we're creating value for, and they have the demand for the solution. So we're digitizing that process. And the app is called Mzizi, so it's going to be on two alternatives. We are going to have it in an Android app and a USSD. For those who do not know what USSD is, it's an offline alternative for farmers to actually access it if they're using a feature phone. So we're making sure we're taking seriously a lot of inclusive innovation. So a farmer comes in, what they get here is a one-stop shop, remember, very value chain specific, serving the missing middle. So we're doing two things. In the app, we're providing record keeping. Farmers need to start treating farming as a business. It's not a hobby, it's not something you inherited. You need to track the numbers. You need to track your inputs, your labor, your harvest, the health of your crop. So that is what we want to do with the platform. We're also providing a community for potato farmers. Wherever you're joining us from, we put you in a community, you can chat, we can send agronomy services to you, and we can actually make sure that we're providing you with analytics. So the analytics will help you to understand where you're spending most of your time, or where you're spending most of your money, and we can actually provide that. Weather information is also there, and weekly crop tips. So if you're joining the platform with a potato that's 3 weeks in the ground, we are taking you from week 3 to week 16 because we understand the nuances of the value chain. We have a database of the popular varieties, and we want to make sure we're making the most out of it.
If you're developing a farmer tech solution, and then you're doing it in iOS, are you really being user-centric? Do you have the user at the back of your mind? No, you don't. In fact, you're solving a problem. It's like a pet project. So like, it would be so cool if I was able to do this on my phone, and then you're not solving an actual pain point that the customer or user is facing.
Let's deep dive into, for example, some things that we've mentioned, markets and value addition. We started off this saying, we can feed the world. Terere is poor man's food. But somebody has packaged terere into amaranth crackers, and we're paying for them. Yeah? Millennials all over the world live on guacamole and avocados. Like it is like the joke process. We have now started exporting avocados. Why not? And what is guacamole? Who's had guacamole? Guacamole is mashed avocado. That's all it is. Do you know how much it's sold for? Do you know how much avocado on toast costs in London? You're looking at 500, 600 shillings easily for bread and avocado. I'm not even counting the current exchange rate, which is probably 800 shillings now. For toast and avocado. But like, think about that. Think about the idea of Omena crisps. Duma crisps. Yeah? People that I know who come abroad and they try them, they're like, what is it? Love it. We have all these delicacies, right? We have all these ideas, we have all these, and I think the problem is, one, we change our mindset because there's so much we have here, right? Number two, how do we work with different people to collaborate? Because without that, we can't get the scale that you're talking about. So all the challenges that we have mentioned, there are people doing something around it. In terms of talent, well, not many people saw it, but like I usually hear talent as finding people. Again, in everything, there is something, but we just don't know it. We are working in our little silos. So for me, sometimes I say information asymmetry is the biggest challenge, and solving that one would solve a lot of things.
My name is Lawrence Gishane. I'm working with Sokopoa as a group, working towards achieving some identification through identifying an app that is going to be called Pasture Track. So we decided to come up with an app that can be able to identify the areas that animals can graze, and more to that, AI has been applied or integrated into the system, where we've been able to identify also pesticides that affect the very animals within these localities. So with the help of farmers, we have been fitting these animals with a GPS system that has been able to collect data, which has been sent to us at real time. And the information is then used to identify the areas that the animals need to go next, based on the weather pattern, location, and also areas identified with the pesticides.
They tend to build trust with the house owner and the person coming to sell the service to you. So let's take an example of house help. Right? We're trying to build an app where you get an house help exactly when you want that. An house help who can clean for you exactly the way you want. An house help who can maybe speak English if your kids can't speak English. An house help who can do whatever you want. So there's a platform, it's called Blue Collar. The platform literally is you, as the house help, say plumber or whatever, you apply, you we will get revenue from ads. We will not charge the house help the owner of the house. So yeah, actually from you the money to
I'm Gabina Edins. I'm working with Smart Mavuno, an application that is built to help farmers be able to connect with other farmers.
So the first thing you'll do when you get to Smart Mavuno, if you're a farmer, let's say this is your crop, it's maybe affected by some disease. You'll just take a picture of the crop, then upload to our platform. Then we're able to maybe analyze, because we have a trend model. So from our model, the data we get from farmers. That picture you upload, if you're a farmer, we'll use that maybe to predict other diseases.
My name is Sylvia Rahab Wedera. I am the founder and CEO of Afro Food Insights, a research company here in Kenya that is aimed at increasing young youth participation in sustainable agriculture for food security. Application we've developed is called Food Bomber, and the app enables young people to undertake different research and also to showcase their research work, to have a platform to influence in their different areas of research.